Surviving Film on Africa, checking in with the gang. Get on up in here, man. This is our second installment for the California wildfires. We're about to take a trip around the globe and show you guys what's actually going on, and it is worse than you think. So buckle your seatbelts, go grab your snacks. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, let a couple people get on up in here. Hit that comment section, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these wildfires. Do you think they're being caused naturally, or do you think it's arsonists that set in the fires? What do you guys think? Currently, we have about 7 or 8 fires started. Each of them has their own name, and each of them are claiming a number of lives, acres and acres of land, and also a lot of structures are being lost in California right now. So if you're tapped in, tuned in to the news right now, man, it's all over the news, all over, everywhere you look. California is on fire from all different angles, and it's spreading. And the containment level that the firefighters have, none of them have even 20% of the fires contained yet. You know what I'm saying? And then when they mention containment, that doesn't mean like the fire's out. That just means that they're preventing the fire from spreading somewhere else. Probably like they're pinpointing where it's starting from. They're containing that area, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So when you see containment and all of these different verbiages that they're throwing around, they're not getting this fire under control. And they're super worried about the upcoming days because winds are starting to pick up even more so than the past couple of days. So that's why the fire was able to spread so fast, because the winds were coming at a rapid speed, higher than anything in history for this part of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And in the next couple of days, they're going to be seeing 30-mile wind gusts, 40-mile wind gusts, 50-mile wind gusts. So if the containment doesn't go up in percentage very soon, then it's a high probability that the fire will spread to even more parts of California and will be uncontrollable. So hopefully we can get this under control within the next couple of hours. But as of right now, as of today, no fires are under control. All the fires are still going at a high rate. Hundreds of thousands of people are being evacuated from their homes. Hundreds of thousands of people are losing their homes as we speak. Some people are getting hotels. Some people are shacking up with friends and family. Some people are moving to different states. But all in all, you cannot go back to California because everything is burned up. So they're going to have to rebuild the whole California before the residents could even return. And mind you, on some of these neighborhoods that's burned, they're still on the lookout for looters and criminals and things like that, because believe it or not, even in times of crisis like this, it's criminals out there on the street that's looking for a sweet opportunity. And this is an opportunity where everybody is fleeing from their burning homes and all their valuables, anything that's left, the criminals can just come through and pick it up off the ground. So you got some neighborhoods where police are blocking off certain neighborhoods and doing certain things, and they already said on the news, like, if you get caught doing any type of crime, any type of theft, then they're going to punish you to the highest extent of the law. So they're definitely not playing when it comes to prosecuting these people. So make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more exclusive footage. Zach Talks TV, Surviving Film on Africa. Let's get into it.
Video. Check out this Firenado. It was captured by Fox 11 LA in the Palisades fire. This was last night about 10:45 local time. This one's been all over social media. Unbelievable. Yeah, you get big pressure changes, big temperature changes, and you can see those. It's a real thing. There's actually been an EF3 Firenado that happened in the past. I'm trying to remember which fire it was from. It was several years ago, but just the point is you can actually get these actual tornadoes that have fire in them that can get pretty strong. It's more like a dust devil than an actual tornado, which would come out of a supercell. But my goodness, you want to talk about a contrast?
You gonna be okay? Hi.
This is the reality of what they're going through over there, man. If you decide to stay back at home,
You'll be okay. You gonna be okay? Hi.
What you guys will do in this situation? How did you survive?
Hey guys, welcome to my crib. Come over here. We can barbecue. Come over here. We could light a fire, but as you see, we already have one back here. Hungry? Grab an orange. And that's my crib. Thanks for coming. Hey guys, welcome to my crib.
Hey, that's good. People are still making jokes and shit. But that's crazy though, ain't it? Welcome to my crib. Little fire already started. She ain't even have to start the shit.
The crazy story of how California is burning down right now. For 2 entire days now, Los Angeles has been on fire, burning down entire neighborhoods and turning the city into a living hell. But how did all this happen? After months without rain in California, the forest and hills were bone dry. Everyone knows how dangerous the crazy story.
Yep, that's what it was too. Very dangerous in California right now because in the month of December in 2024, they had no rain. This part of the country has had no rain in like a month and a half. So it's very dry and brittle over there. And now they're having these high winds and fires are starting in remote areas in the hills where nobody can even tell where it starts. There's actually some new technology that's being invented as we speak over there in LA. They're starting to put sensors in certain areas of the forests and stuff, you know what I'm saying, so that when a fire starts they can be alerted, because in some of these places where the fires are starting there's nobody around and it's tearing through acres before it even gets noticed, you know what I'm saying.
Of how California is burning down right now. For 2 entire days now, Los Angeles has been on fire, burning down entire neighborhoods.
Power to the people. Appreciate you coming through, man. Hit that like button for me, y'all, when y'all come through here. Once again, we're talking about the California wildfires, man. There's 0% containment. We have about 7 large fires that's been started. High wind gusts are on the horizon within the next couple of days, so be on the lookout for that. But as of right now, none of the fires have been stopped and they're still raging.
And turning the city into a living hell. But how did all this happen? After months without rain in California, the forest and hills were bone dry. Everyone knows how dangerous. The crazy story of how
tonight a massive relief effort racing to keep up with the flames, with tens of thousands pushed from their homes by fire, with many starting from scratch. The Red Cross opening shelters citywide for Khadija Lucarelli and her 3 children. It's a shelter turned home.
Hey, whoever just hit that like button for me, man, hit that like button for me again. Keep them coming, man. Once again, we're talking about the California wildfires. If you're interested, stay put, go grab a snack. Let's get into it.
Never thought of this. It seems like I'm in a movie.
Their home in the Pacific Palisades lost when the flames exploded late Tuesday. The single mom now wondering when 6-year-old Onyx and 5-year-old Fifi will be able to go back to dance class. In Altadena, thousands more families homeless. For Renata Ortega, her house and backyard floral studio never stood a chance.
We worked so hard to get here, and now to see it this way.
Michael Bush, how you doing? Appreciate you coming through. As you guys can see, man, here in Altadena, there has been a lot of losses that's been taken, and thousands of acres and homes and structures that's been burned up all because of this fire. Now, mind you, Altadena is a pretty big area in California, but not too big. But if you haven't visited Altadena yet, you may not ever have a chance to visit Altadena because at this point it's currently burning in flames. Yes, it is very sad, Michael Bush. I appreciate you coming through.
I never thought I would live through something like this.
Yet amid the ashes of unimaginable loss, glimpses of hope as survivors in a fire-stricken city cling to what they do have.
Here that one home is on fire, and right over here, Joab, you can see more people coming with their horses. They're trying to rescue their animals. Can you imagine just, oh.
Look at this scene, y'all. Just look at this scene. Look at where the reporter is. Now the reporter is right in the thick of everything. It's even hard to be a reporter these days. You got to be right in the thick of it. But take a look at this video. Watch how these people are bringing in these horses. They're trying to rescue their horses from their farm. They have about 8 horses, and they could only bring like 2 at a time. But look at how the fire is raging, is burning. The embers are flying. The wind is blowing. This is the problem that California is facing, that they will continue to face for the next couple of days if this fire continues to do what it's doing. Check it out.
My goodness, these embers flying everywhere. Hi there. How many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out. Yeah.
Are any homes out there on fire?
Honestly, I did not pay attention. I just drove straight to the barn to get my horses out and get the rest of these guys out. We're not gonna let them burn.
I got a bunch out with trailers, and there's a bunch in there still. How many more? We don't know. I don't know how many. How many did you let out?
We took about more than trailers, 2 different trailers, and another one. So there should be at least maybe 12.
About 12? Are there more people out there right now?
It's the whole bar.
Shit looks like Armageddon. And I said they got 6 horses. Shit, they got 12 horses that they got to rescue. Those are definitely some beautiful horses, man. I would have hopped on one and tried to ride on out. You feel me? But this is the reality that these people are going through, man. Imagine having 12 horses. Okay, you got to keep yourself safe, so you got to run out the house. But you're also thinking about these other animals and stuff that you got. You got to save them too. You're their caretaker also. So not to mention these people are saving themselves from the homes. They're also saving their pets and things like that. If you're disabled or something like that, you may need help getting out of these homes. It's a lot of different situations.
Okay, so that's 4, 2, 3, what is that, 9?
Yeah, that's what I would have did too. I would have grabbed the people to come with me, and we would have rode the horses on out. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope. This is an unfortunate situation, though. You got to remember, everybody's trying to save their own life. So when it's life or death, you ain't thinking about no horse. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to these people for actually thinking about their horses and coming back and saving the ones that they could save.
12, there's 12. Yeah, no, they're pretty wired up. Yeah. They're getting used to it now, but when the wind's blowing and the embers, they don't really know what to do. Have you seen anything like this? Look at that hillside. Yeah, I've rescued before. Yeah?
Guys, look at all the fire embers blowing through as they talk.
Please be safe. Yeah, thank you. You be safe too. Yeah. I think, Joab, we're going to have to end up moving because I could see all of the firefighters that were stationed at this location and the police officers. They already left.
Look at that scene, bro. Just look at that scene over there. That's crazy, ain't it? Imagine that shit. That's like hell on earth. This is what we're seeing, guys. Hell on earth at the top of 2025. Now, we haven't even opened the door on 2025 yet. We damn near turned the doorknob. A Tesla Cybertruck blew up. We had a pickup truck ram through the crowd. And now look at this. California wildfires on a historic level. We're having record-breaking winter storm advisory warnings where I'm at.
Here that one home their horses. They're trying to rescue their animals. Can you imagine just, oh my goodness, these embers flying everywhere. Hi there.
It probably wouldn't be safe to ride the horses in this type of weather. You know what I'm saying? Look at how the embers are all on the ground at the beginning of the video. It's like burning the horses' toes and shit like that.
This is all that's left of Kelly Lauren's Malibu, California home.
I lost all my writing, like all my books. Yeah, you're like tearing up, and it's like, it's just hard to, I don't know, I just like remember that after, but everything I've like written for my whole life, and like I journal and write a lot.
She's one of thousands of people whose entire lives went up in flames in Southern California as the wildfires continue to burn. The homes of celebrities like Billy Crystal, Adam Brody, and Leighton Meester, and Paris Hilton are gone. At least 5 people have died, according to authorities, and it's spread to tens of thousands of acres.
It was like a vortex of embers. There was no oxygen. I couldn't breathe. I barely even made it to my car.
A representative from FEMA spoke on CBS Mornings.
And help is going to come in many forms. It's going to come from FEMA, from the federal government. It's going to come from our volunteer agencies. It's going to come from your insurance company. And so some of the things people need to do right now is, one, make sure that they are safe. The most important thing that they can do is ensure that they're out of harm's way.
Yes, that's the main thing people can do. Make sure you're safe at this moment. If you're in California, definitely seek shelter. If you hear an evacuation notice, do not try to stand back at your home and water the burning bushes with a water hose, because you will get caught up in the wildfire and you will die. Do not play with fire. If you have an evacuation notice, please adhere to that notice and get to a safe location. We want to keep everybody safe. You know what I'm saying? The structures and everything else, we can rebuild that. That's replaceable. Your life is not replaceable. So please, if you're in California, listen to the evacuation notices. Do not try to put out fires by yourself, and just understand the seriousness of this matter that we have.
Just right up the hill. Tell us what happened.
Well, the smoke just got really bad, so I just started packing up all of our stuff, and we got in the car to go. And then all the cars were abandoned, so I had nowhere to go, so I just had to get out of my car and start walking. The smoke is so bad. I have no idea where we're going.
Where did you leave your car?
Just right up there behind the fire trucks.
Well, I can tell you that we have some resources right now at Gladstone.
Okay.
There's some people there that I think can help you.
Okay.
You can just make it down. It's not even half a mile.
Okay,
I'm going to let you and your daughter and your dog go. Just, have you ever seen anything like this?
Never. And I've lived in Malibu my whole life, and I've seen tons of fires. This is
Power to the people. I think Beverly Hills is close to being on flames also. Anywhere in California right now is up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? The Bay Area, all of those places on California, LA, Sunset Boulevard, all of these places are at risk. None of these places have had rain within the last month and a half. This is the importance of our earth, guys. This is the ramifications of global warming. This is global warming, guys. Understand that. Now, when rain stops, we have a shortage of rain. The earth starts to dry up. It's easier for wildfires to start in this type of nature. In those type of situations, they create the perfect environment for a wildfire. And right now in California, sorry to say, but they have the perfect environment for a wildfire. And that's why all of this is happening. And that's why in the future, we need to take global warming serious, guys, because this is the type of thing that can happen. Our earth can burn up. It can freeze up. Weather is a real thing. And when weather is really weathering, we can't do shit about it. We got to sit our ass in the house or run away because there's no other option.
nothing. I'm scared for my life. It's terrifying. So.
Well, we're glad that you're safe. We'll get you down there and get some help. Thank you for talking to us.
John, I heard and I saw that there were some arsonists out there starting some of these fires, and those arsonists need to be prosecuted to the highest point of the law. We will not accept this type of tragedy upon our American people. We need those people prosecuted immediately, and we need these people off the streets, because if they stay on the streets, they're going to keep on igniting fires, and sooner or later we won't even have a California. Okay?
One of the things that she just brought up, Ellen, and Josh, we can still hear you, but I wanted to point out something to a lot of folks that is a complication with this. When people are trying to evacuate and they're stuck in that gridlock and then they just evacuate their cars, the problem is, I'm not saying that's what happened with this woman, but there are times where people leave it in the middle of the road, and because they're fearful of their life, they just leave. Now that
a lot of people are abandoning their cars, and what does that do? That creates even more of a problem. Now imagine this, guys. I know a lot of people that's watching my stream right now, you live in neighborhoods. Now just imagine this for a second. Imagine there's a wildfire, at least, let's say, 1 mile away from your location. You all have an evacuation order. Everybody gets that evacuation order at the same time on your street. You all got at least 5 to 10 minutes to grab whatever you need in your home and hop in the car and go. Now, once you guys are all in a car, you notice that everybody on the street is also hopping in their cars also. You all try to go at the same time, and you're going away from the fire, so you're all going the same direction. That's a traffic barrier waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's a traffic jam waiting to happen. So these things are normal. So that's what's happening in these locations. They're all hopping up, leaving at the same time. Immediate traffic jam right there. What they're doing, they're abandoning their cars and they're running away. Now the firefighters have to come through, and they can't get through because they have all these cars that's blocking the area. So what do? They call in the bulldozer, and the bulldozer comes through and ram all the cars away so that the fire departments can get through to put out the fires. It's just creating a whole nother problem. Even leaving your home to try to get to safety is becoming a problem here, guys. Pay attention.
car is right in the middle of the road. There's no way for anyone to navigate around it. And that is a complication for these firefighters. They're trying to get up into these neighborhoods and they can't because people were trying to evacuate.
Double tap. Don't come in here with the profanity, bro. There's nobody using profanity in the chat but you. Don't bring that to the chat, bro. We have serious matters at hand. This is God at work. It's not about nobody spreading anything negative or any of that. We're trying to stop the spread of the wildfires in California. That's what we're trying to do. We're encouraging peace. We're encouraging people to be ready for whatever happens, any other natural disasters that can happen in other parts of your town. You know what I'm saying? This is not just California's problem, guys. Mind you, one half of the country is burning, the other half is freezing. You know what I'm saying? We all need to prepare for this type of thing in 2025. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know as a heads up. We all need to be prepared. I don't care where you live at. Anything can happen, and this is the year that it will happen. If you're not on your P's and Q's, I just want everybody to be safe, and I want to bring everybody into 2026 safe and secure.
And they just left their cars. So I don't know if that's complicating, but it has happened in the past. And you hope that that's not what's happening as this woman is able to get to firefighters and police and get out of there. By the way, LAPD is on tactical alert. Oh, yeah, we found that earlier. So.
And you got to feel for that mother with the dog and her little girl. You see the little frightened look on that little girl's face and the mother. I mean, what a horrible predicament. But you're right. Some of these streets, too, are winding. They're a little bit narrow. It's not that easy for the fire engines to get in and out of there if these people are abandoning their cars.
Appreciate everybody tuning into the stream tonight, man. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell, hit that like button so you do not miss an episode. Let's get back into it.
And LAPD just right there and doing so much good work. We've watched them try to alleviate the traffic as best they can. The firefighters have...
That's the Palisades fire. That's the one we've all been watching. But what is that? That's a fire. But that's not Hollywood Hills, because that's the Hollywood sign. Oh wait, do you see that flashing? What's that?
No, I don't think that's a fire flashing, but that's just emergency lights. What is that? That's the Palisades.
The firefight in California now in day 4. Today we saw firsthand how homeowners continue to face the wildfires head on.
Topanga's there. If we burn, Topanga burns. We need to stop this.
Using water hoses, shovels, and sprinklers, these residents have been fighting for days. Why you're sweating?
Imagine that, guys, going around your house, wetting your house, spraying everything, flooding everything with water, just so that your things will not catch fire. This is a reality that's going on in California right now. People are going around their properties with water hose. They're spraying water all around their property. They're also burning small fires around their property so that the ash can kind of set in and kind of stop the fire when it comes close to their property. People are trying to do all type of different tactics to keep this fire away. But at the end of the day, fire wins. Fire burns up shit. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do is evacuate, save what you can save, but understand the severity of what's happening right now. Once again, appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Hit that like button for me. Grab a snack. I'm going to be here for a couple hours. Yeah, let's get into it.
You're covered in water and dirt. Why are you doing this?
Because there's a whole community behind us, and if we go, they go.
With firefighters on the ground and the wind slowing down, air assets attack the blaze from above. We're in the middle of the Palisades firefight right now. That is a Firehawk. It's a Black Hawk helicopter that has up to 1,000 gallons of water dropping it right up some of the hottest spots of this wildfire.
The accuracy of those airdrops was unbelievable.
Even Carmen Harmon, who is 6 months pregnant.
We in the newsroom here have put together this incredible animation that shows the timeline of how this fire advanced through the communities.
Hey, I heard that, Travis. I heard that the cost of living right now in California is super high. I definitely know that inflation is at an all-time high. There's a lot of things in play for this. There's going to be a lot of scamming, a lot of things that happen because of this wildfire. Mentioned, this is a historical event now. This is one of the biggest wildfires that California has ever seen. It's about 7 wildfires started at the same time and still spreading. Nobody has 20% containment. I haven't even saw 15% containment. I haven't even saw 10% containment. You know what I'm saying? And all containment means is that they're stopping it in one little section. They're stopping it from spreading. Not that they're putting the fire out. All of these fires are still going. You know what I'm saying? And has the potential to still spread, especially with the weathercast that's coming up in the next couple of days. They're going to see more record-breaking wind gusts, more embers flying through the air, more oxygen, more fuel for this fire to keep going forward. So pay attention, everybody.
Of Pacific Palisades and Malibu. Here it is, January 7th at 6:17. It was at 2,900 acres. And then on January 8th, that explosion to 15,000 acres. And then the next day,
15,000 acres. Now, we did the math on the last stream. 10,000 acres. Imagine Central Park times 12. That's 10,000 acres. Now, they're saying that 15,000 acres has burned up right now, including thousands of structures are being lost also.
17,000 acres as it progressed into the mountains. And then on the 9th, 19,000 acres. And you can see how far it had gotten into Malibu. And then we come to yesterday at 20,000 acres. And you can see
20,000 acres. Now, Central Park is 10,000 acres is Central Park times 12. You know what I'm saying? So about 30 times 32. Central Park times 32 is about 20,000 acres right now. That's what they're doing.
And then to 21,000 acres. But you see how far across it spread and all the way up to the 11th.
And look where it's at. It's right by a body of water. That lets you know the water can't even save us. The ocean can't even save us. The things that these firefighters are running into should never be going on. They're getting to these fire pumps and they don't even have enough water pressure to even carry the water to the fire. The firefighters aren't even funded to be able to fight things this big. So they have internal issues that's going on also involving the fire chief, the police, and things like that. You remember a couple months ago when we were saying defund the police? The firefighters are part of that. You know what I'm saying? When we say defund people, these are the things that happen. We need these type of people to fight against this type of thing. But if they don't have the funding, you know, the fire can just spread. They're not getting the water pressure they need. They're not getting the tools they need, the amount of people, the personnel. We have firefighters coming in from different countries. We have firefighters flying in from Mexico to help us fight each fire. You know what I'm saying? Imagine thousands of people having to help at each fire that's going on. That's a lot of costs that's racking up.
Which is today at 22,660 acres. This is just information from 7:30 a.m. today. We in the newsroom here have put together this incredible animation that shows
Now, guys, we got 97 people on the stream right now. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for me and hit that notification bell so that I can keep bringing you guys this great content. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate everybody that's commenting. Let's get it.
Complicating the attack, drones. People are out there using drones right now and interfering with the firefight in a pretty significant way.
That's correct. Over the last few years, we've seen an increase in personal drone activity. You know, this message we try and get out to the public is if you fly, we can.
California state officials say there have been at least 40 incidents involving drones, forcing firefighters to temporarily ground air operations. One drone even hit a super scooper, putting a hole in the wing and taking it out of commission. How terrible is it?
Damn, what the hell? Did y'all hear that? So they got drones interrupting the firefighters in the air while they're trying to, you see all these different obstacles, shit that's backfiring. We were just seeing random drones in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Now these drones are hitting airplanes and knocking airplanes out of commission and shit. This is going to be a real problem in the future. Now, we don't even know what those drones were that was flying over, New Jersey? Like just a couple weeks ago, they were flying drones around New Jersey and nobody had any answers for us. You know what I'm saying? A couple weeks later, we got these wildfires. Who knows what else is on the horizon?
It's very significant. There's no excuse for flying a drone. It's just willful misbehavior at this point, which is hard for me to fathom in an incident like this.
While the FAA has issued a warning for drones to stay out of the skies, firefighters still battle to control the flames and the airspace.
There's no proven method to stop these drones that we can deploy on an incident like this in a real blanket fashion to keep all the drones down. That technology just doesn't exist yet at that level.
So you're relying on people to have some common sense.
Exactly.
The FBI is working with fire officials to try to catch unauthorized drone operators. It's a federal crime, punishable with up to a year in prison and a fine of up to $75,000. Drone restrictions in wildfire areas will remain in place until at least the 23rd of January.
Breaking news, FBI arrests CEO behind Los Angeles. Wildfires, what initially seemed like another natural disaster, has taken an unexpected turn. After a shocking investigation, authorities have uncovered a chilling truth behind the devastating wildfires that consumed thousands of acres in Los Angeles, displaced families, and caused immeasurable damage. Security footage captured the exact moment employees of a company, identified as Westland Developments, intentionally ignited the flames. Sources close to the investigation revealed that the company's owner, Richard Graves, had millions of dollars in interest tied to the scorched.
Somebody do a back check on this for me. This information, we just now getting this in. We got a CEO behind some of the Los Angeles wildfires. Check it out.
Lands, aiming to transform them into a massive real estate project. The footage was so incriminating, it left FBI agents speechless. Reports indicate that Graves used sophisticated methods designed to mimic natural fires, making it nearly impossible to trace the criminal acts back to him. Experts warn this might be just the beginning. Evidence points to the possibility of other companies being part of a larger conspiracy to profit from the destruction of protected areas. Documents seized by the FBI contain revelations that could shock the entire nation. What they uncovered might forever change how we view environmental disasters. Want to know what's next? Check out the full story now.
Ain't that some shit? So that's what I'm saying. Stay woke. This shit could be, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of internal shit that's going on. Some of it is natural disaster. Some of it is arson. Some of it is criminal. People are getting locked up behind this left and right. You know what I'm saying? They're not putting these people on the news as much. But if you're tapped in, you can see that there's people being arrested for these fires at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So in a couple of weeks, when everything died down, we might be hearing this shit was all you know what I'm saying? This shit was all a crime. This shit was all a criminal enterprise to catch California on fire. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out.
Into my pro.
Should we dance it out? Our apartment just burned down in our cars. We're on vacation in Mexico. And this is a fucking song. Oh, what the fuck?
Nah, see, they're joking and shit. This shit ain't a joke. This shit ain't a joke. She's not being real, guys. This is what people are doing for clout online. They're joking about the shit. This shit ain't a joke. If it was your house that was catching on fire, all of your shit burned to the ground, and you had to start your life over, it won't be a funny joke. You know what I'm saying? At all. So please don't joke about it. Please don't come in the chat and joke and think this is a funny time. No. People are actually going through Armageddon right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to the Diddy victims here in a minute because I got a lot to say about
Is there anything we can do to help you, sir?
You can take these paintings, I guess.
But this is like a hurricane in the middle of a brush fire.
Appreciate whoever just hit that like button, man. We got 600 likes. We got 126 on the views. Come through. Hit that like button for me, man, so I can keep bringing y'all this great content. Once again, I'm your host, Surviving Film Mode Africa, Zach Talks TV. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. Grab your snacks. Let's get back into it.
You've got people right there. Is that a homeowner that's trying to leave? Is this your house?
Homeowner trying to leave in the bike. He can't even dip out in the car because the streets ain't safe. The streets ain't safe. Peep his gear, though. Peep his gear that he got on.
Which is your house?
Yeah, this is our house. Backyard's on fire. I'm out of here.
Oh my gosh. So what happened?
Check him out. He got the helmet. He got the goggles over the helmet. And then he got the mask on. My boy's equipped. You feel me? He got the dugout bag. And then he took the 2 expensive paintings on the wall. He said, this is what I need to get to safety. And he hopped on a bicycle and he was out. This is what he said.
We can do to help you, sir?
You can take these paintings, I guess. I can't ride with these.
Listen, I'll take them for you. I work at NBC.
Ormito, Culver City, appreciate you coming through, man. God bless. Los Angeles, yes. Ali, how are you doing? That's what happens when people ignore Jesus Christ. Yes, this is the thing that happens. God first. Yes. Ezra, yeah, you see the goggles, man. He fully equipped. He got the helmet, the goggles, and the mask. You know what I'm saying? And the N19 mask. You feel me? With the double strap, the double yellow strap. You feel me? So he's ready for war. He's ready. He knows the embers are flying through the air. He knows there's wind gusts. So this is how he came equipped. Pete, what he had to say.
Thank you.
I'll make sure you get them, but we've got these from you. You come and find them from me at NBC. But again, so here you see.
I'm taking my bike out for you guys.
Okay, someone leaving. He just told me, this gentleman, that his home is.
Look, he ain't even had time to talk. He ain't had no time to talk, bro. This shit getting crazy out here. Look how close the fire is, bro. He's like, hell nah, I ain't about to finish this goddamn interview. I need to go. You see the fire? Look in the background, y'all. Look like a palm tree is on fire. The whole palm tree is on fire. The whole trunk of the palm tree. Dude said, I gotta go. Ain't no talking, dog.
On fire. His backyard's on fire. Is there anything we can do to help you, sir?
You can take these paintings, I guess.
But this is like a hurricane in the middle of a brush fire. You've got people right there. Is that a homeowner that's trying to leave?
Look, what the hell? This is how the reporters be too. They be putting the reporters right there on ground zero. Ain't that some shit? The reporter, bro, the reporter is right there on ground zero. The reporter is willing to die for these news publications. Look at it. Is that a homeowner trying to leave? Hell no. Let's get him.
Is this your house? Which is your house?
Yeah, this is our house. Backyard's on fire. I'm out of here.
Oh my gosh. So what happened? Is there anything we can do to help you, sir?
You can take these paintings, I guess. I can't ride with these.
Listen, I'll take them for you. I work at NBC.
Thank you.
I'll make sure you get them. We've got these from you. You come and find them for me at NBC. But again, so here you see.
I'm taking my bike out for you guys.
Okay, someone leaving. He just told me, this gentleman, that his home is on fire. His backyard's on fire. Is there anything we can do to help you?
Talking about, you feel me? He like, what are you really talking about, homie? The fire's right here. Ain't no time to fucking small talk. Is this your house? Hell yeah, it's my house, and I got to go. You feel me? He like, hell yeah, it's my house, and I got to go. The hell? Here, you take these paintings, because I can't ride with these. You obviously is a daredevil, and your ass out here with a microphone. Like, it's... he got a microphone to his mouth, like, god damn. The fire, look, he looking at the embers on the ground, like, nigga.
Paintings, I guess.
But this is like a hurricane in the middle of a brush fire.
Exactly. They some actors. They some guys. I think the dude on the bike now, he for real. He mean business. But these motherfucking reporters, they be doing the most. And then look at the reporter. You could tell he's sweating like a motherfucker. Look at his hair slicked down. You know he's sweating like a motherfucker. He got the N19 mask on, one strap. You feel me? One strap, so he getting some soot in there from the smoke. They be serious about this shit.
People right there. Is that a homeowner that's trying to...
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. He ain't even got his name. What the hell? I'll make sure you get this back.
Leave? Is this your house?
Nah, I'm just here. I'm just here strolling through the neighborhood. What the hell? Is this your house?
Did not help me. They said, oh, is your house on fire? I said, all the shrubbery is, so I can't even leave the house. And they just wouldn't even come. So I'm just letting you know. They just ignored me, and they said there's nothing they can do. They have a lot of problems right now. So this is our house right now, okay? Did not help me. They said, oh, is your house...
Firefighters can't help everybody. They ain't even helping everybody. They trying to put the fire out. You feel me? The embers come through and your house catch on fire. Ain't nobody that's going, you can't just call the fire department and they just come straight to your house. Hell no. They trying to, the whole city on fire. The hell?
I took my son, we ran to the car, and he was scared. He was crying. I was scared. It's okay. Trying to, be calm and try to get out of the Palisades as fast.
This homeowner attempts to put out the fire with a garden hose. His friend soon realizes it's futile.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We tried, bro. I'm sorry.
The pair takes off, running for their lives. I caught up with them after they evacuated.
The whole backyard goes up in flames. And so at that point, I look at him and I'm like, it's time to go.
They got out just in time because today, their home and every other on their block is leveled. This woman tells a cameraman she's desperately searching for her.
I ain't even hip to the Bel Air fires in 1961, but I heard there's been a bunch of fires that's been happening in California from the 90s, 80s, you know what I'm saying? So California has been flammable for a long time. They should have a lot of different measures already in place. You know what I'm saying? So the government has failed these people. They've put the money in the wrong places and not in the things to protect the citizens. And that's not good.
Mom, as the inferno races along the block.
Joe Dirty Dirt. I heard that. That's what Ezra brought up in the last thing that we did. Now, it's something about the blue that some blue houses were still standing or some shit like that. We might have to look into that this stream, y'all.
Firefighters
are doing everything they can, throwing everything at this fire, but they admit the winds are simply overpowering them. These elderly residents had to evacuate from their nursing home as embers rained down. Today, once bustling Pacific Palisades looks like a war zone. Oh my God. Streets that were lined with shops and restaurants are now burned out shells. There are 6 major fires burning in Los Angeles.
And then all that be left of these structures is just the shell. Literally, these whole houses are burning down. Everything around the goddamn house is flammable. Every little thing catches on fire. And then all that's left of the house is the fireplace. Like, the fireplace is a bad motherfucker, ain't it? It's a bunch of fireplaces still standing out there, but ain't no goddamn structure. It's like they build the fireplace for it goddamn tough. And the house can be blown down by a big bear. You feel me? Shit is getting crazy out there.
This is my wedding ring that I was actually married with. This is his wedding ring. This is my grandmother's wedding ring. And this is just a little amethyst ring that I bought for myself. And of course, that's a ring that he used to wear.
That's your late husband's?
Yeah. All of this. This is all his stuff.
This is what they're trying to keep the looters from going back and trying to rubble through. You know what I'm saying? Now keep in mind, criminals don't care about natural disasters. You know, criminals and natural disasters don't mix. So this is the thing. They're trying to keep the criminals out. People are trying to sneak into the properties that's burning down, these big old houses. They're looking for valuables and shit, just like this. You see the rings and shit she pulling out, because the gold and shit, that shit ain't gonna burn up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to find the gold and shit gonna be there, and that's what the looters are looking for. Archangel Michael, we don't need your opinions, especially if you can't spell boring. The correct spelling should be B-O-R-I-N-G, not B-O-A-R. What you have spelled is actually a longer version of an animal, and that's kind of what you are for coming on my stream, speaking in such manner. A boar is actually a wild animal, okay? But anyways, let's get back to the subject matter at hand. Once again, guys, this is about the California wildfires. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you do not miss an episode. Let's get back into it.
I mean, it's my stuff, but it's like from him.
And Gail, how much does it mean to you that you've managed to recover this?
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that I have something to do this left. I have no photos. The photos got...
Biden just gave all our money to Ukraine. Biden is giving all our money to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? That's why the firefighters are under funded in California, because all of our money is being given away to these other countries. But what countries are stepping up when we're in the time of need? That's why America need to stop acting like the big dog of the world, trying to help out all the countries and shit. Because when we need help, ain't nobody stepping up to help our ass. All the countries want to see us fall. They want to be on top. You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit works.
Police believe this is the serial arsonist who has lit as many as 30 cars or more on fire in the sun.
Damn. You hear that? Serial arsonist. 30 cars or more.
Police believe this is the serial arsonist who has lit as many as 30 cars or more on fire in the Sunland Tujunga area over the last few months. This video, a man pours an accelerant on the hood of a pickup truck, lights it on fire, and takes off. He was arrested shortly afterwards. The truck belongs to Rich Poquet. It's been a rough couple of weeks for Rich. He just got home after a 3-week stay in the hospital that saw him lose his foot. He and his wife were looking forward to getting back out and driving the truck they bought just a few months ago.
My wife came in and said the truck was on fire, and she said something about arson and ran back out because the police were chasing him. And that's when I was able to get out here in the wheelchair, sit at the front door and watch it burn.
If it turns out this is the serial arsonist, the arrest
just came home from getting his leg amputated, can't even rest peacefully because it's fucking criminals and scumbags of the earth on bikes with hoodies on, setting cars on fire, setting neighborhoods on fire. These are the scumbags of the earth right there. You see that guy on the bike? That's him right there, y'all. That's who y'all don't want to run into. You see him anywhere, you call the police. You see him anywhere, you call the police, because all he does is causes destruction in the community, and he sets cars on fire. Now, if this was GTA and he set that car on fire, he'd immediately have 5 stars. I'm sorry. He'd have 5 stars and there'd be helicopters in the sky. But this is America. He lit the car on fire and tried to drive away. Luckily, the cops caught him. But this is not always the case. A lot of these people are starting these fires and going about their business and watching the whole community burn.
Brings to an end a long and destructive string of fires. The LAPD has been looking for this guy for weeks now, but recent victims are left to wonder whether this guy should have been caught long before today.
I was shocked in today to hear that I was the 17th car, and then now I'm hearing there's 30 cars.
Police believe this is the serial arson.
Started that damn fire, though.
Come here, buddy. Are you okay? Are you okay? What's up with you, buddy? How you doing? Are you good? Yeah? Oh, you happy to see somebody?
Imagine how many animals are gonna need rescue from these homes. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of abandoned animals, all type of shit that's going on. It's not just the fires, y'all. It's everything else that's behind the fires too. These are real people, everyday people. You know what I'm saying? That's being affected by this shit.
Here's the scary truth about the California wildfire going on and why it's almost impossible to stop. I've lived in Los Angeles over 10 years now, and I've learned a few things about the wildfires here. Speed and intensity. Most California wildfires move up to 15 miles per hour. That's faster than most people can run. They destroy everything in their path in minutes. Size. California wildfires have burned millions of acres each year. The 2020 fires burned more than 4.3 million acres. That's bigger.
Damn. 2020 wildfires burned 4.2 million acres. And they're telling us that this is the biggest one in history. So I believe that they're not even really telling us the scale of these fires, because if it's bigger than the one that she's mentioning right now, then we're in big trouble this time. And it's multiple fires. She's talking about one fire that happened in 2020, but this time it's multiple fires, very little containment, and very little water pressure and water in these communities to even put these fires out. Imagine being in a community and you run out of water, and the only way that you can even try to put out these fires is to wait on helicopters to come and drop 100 gallons of water on the, you know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous situation, and that's what these firefighters are running into. They're not funded properly. Government funding has been cut. So a lot of the resources and things that they need are not available. And in return, the community is suffering.
Is this your home?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. When did you see this?
Just about 10 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We watched neighbors try to put water on
I know,
this.
that's what I heard. I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody got out safe. That's all that matters. So we can rebuild.
Yeah.
You know, so that's our...
How long were you here?
My entire life.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm kind of in shock right now.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm just watching this house burn down here too. I'm just...
It must be surreal.
It really is.
What should people know about this street, this home, this community? I've met so many of these people. There's such good people here.
That's it. Everybody is so helpful with one another. We all look out for one another. When somebody goes out of town, someone is always checking on their house.
Yeah.
You know, everyone says hello to one another. Everybody kind of knows everybody's business. It's a really great neighborhood to grow up in. When there was 52 kids on this block when I was growing up, and so it was just, it's home. And all of the childhood friends are coming back now and checking on everybody, and it's nice. I've gotten many calls today. Yeah, it's just a lovely neighborhood.
Have you ever seen could you imagine this happening at your home?
No. You know, we stayed until 1:50 last night, and just when the ambers got too big, that's when we left. You know, but we never thought it would happen to us.
Imagine that, guys. They were in their homes the night before. Everything was cool. They were in their homes the night before, y'all. Imagine the day before you're in your home chilling. Next day you gotta evacuate. Couple hours later you come back home and nothing's there. The fuck is going on in this world?
The crazy story of how California is burning down right now. For 2 entire days now, Los Angeles has been on fire, burning down entire neighborhoods and turning the city into a living hell. But how did all this happen? After months with...
Oh, you see that? I like that Scarface music they're using in the background. That's real groovy. You see that? After months without rain. This is what happens.
We're in a dire situation right now because we are just about 10 homes north of Franklin at a home here on Vista where the palm tree above the home caught fire about 5 minutes ago.
Damn, they said they didn't let firefighters from other states in. They had to inspect all the fire trucks, so the fire got worse. Internal shit, internal complications that's making shit worse. They won't say this on the news, though. They ain't gonna say the internal complications that's going on that's actually making the shit worse. You know what I'm saying? All they gonna say is it's the wind gust fault. You feel me? It's natural disaster. They ain't do shit, and it's all because of these goddamn wind gusts that we've never had. But when the hell is wind gusts gonna start fires? You know what I'm saying? I want to know the original, where is the origin of each one of these fires? Where did it actually start? And what can we do to prevent this from happening in the future?
Before the fire, it looks like some children were writing here their family names: Victor, Sheila, Devin, Lauren, Cody, Love.
Once again, man, I am your host, Surviving Fillmore Africa, Zach Talks TV. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss an episode. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for commenting. Like I said, I'll be here for a couple hours tonight. Feel free to ask me anything in the chat. What we're doing right now is going over the California wildfires. We're trying to get to the origin. We're seeing the struggles that people are going through. And we're kind of trying to navigate what we can do in the future to make things better for California and for America as a whole.
I know I'm not supposed to be here, but this is my parents' home.
I know the feeling.
And they just they got canceled from their fire insurance. So they're dealing with this. They're 90 years old. And through the state of California, because of this, they're 90 years old. They've lived in this house for...
But ain't that ironic though, y'all? Ain't that fucking ironic how a couple weeks before this fire, thousands of residents were specifically canceled on their fire insurance? That's the thing that's getting me, and that's the thing that kind of makes me question the validity of this whole situation that's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's always the government that has some intel about some shit that's about to happen. I want to know why these insurance companies decided to cancel thousands of people insurance, especially in California, in the fire zone. You know what I'm saying? They had to know that something was going to happen before it happened. And that's where the crime comes in. It could be the government. It could be a government whole criminal thing. We never know. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to keep our eyes open. We can't believe everything that we see, everything that we hear. You know what I'm saying? Even they can alter what we see. They can alter what we hear. They can form a narrative. You know what I'm saying? They can form a narrative. They can make us believe these type of things. So we got to keep our third eyes open. We got to look at this from all different angles. But that's a definite, that right there is a definite thing to look into. Why were these residents canceled of their fire insurance before this fire happened? Now you got these older residents that's out of insurance and out of a home. So now they're homeless. This is the type of shit that America does to people, you know? Let's get back into it.
For 75 years, and they've had the same insurance, and these insurance people decided to cancel their fire. And we're going through this, and it just happened, and they have no fire insurance. So, thank you, California insurance companies, supporting residents who pay taxes and love California. And they wonder why people leave California.
First and foremost, you did get your parents out safely.
I live in Sierra Madre. My parents are in Sierra Madre, but...
And now you know that it is under evacuation as well, north of Sierra Madre Boulevard.
Yeah, I snuck here. You know, there's a will, there's a way. Probably shouldn't do it, but you know what? Under the circumstances, send me to jail. That's fine.
It is unbelievable what's happening here to the neighbors. Your parents
had to sneak to that area to save her parents. You see this shit? Her parents are 90 years old. I would do the same shit. Fuck it. Take me to jail. I'm saving my people first. This shit is getting crazy, y'all. That's one thing we don't understand. Why was the mayor in Ghana also? The mayor supposedly was in Ghana celebrating another leader or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she had some intel about this shit too. She knew this shit. He or she, they knew this shit was probably about to happen also. So they fled the country. Also, the insurance companies got the drop on this shit probably a month ago. They start canceling specifically fire insurance in the most flammable fucking state in America. That's why this fucking insurance shit, this retirement shit, everything is iffy. Everything is iffy. Everything that you thought was going to secure your future today is iffy. You know what I'm saying? Social Security, things like that, things that we're paying into, all of these taxes that we're paying into, the money is not being spent in the right places and used for the right resources, especially if we have natural disasters like this happening in the biggest state in America. This should not be happening. This is actually one of the biggest states in America. Now imagine if it was one of the smaller states. We wouldn't have nearly enough resources to handle this type of destruction. These are the things that we got to think about, guys, in the future. It's serious. It's not just California. It's America. Okay? We got to look at it as a whole. Yes, it's only happening in California right now, but look at the bigger picture. Look at what could happen. What would you do in this situation? 2025, we need to get ready for anything. We need to be ready for natural disasters. We need to be ready for terrorist attacks. Guys, this is the year that these things will occur.
This house is still standing. You had a hose. You're doing what you can.
I mean, I have a hose. It doesn't compare to these beloved neighbors that I've known. I was born and raised in this house, and I live in Sierra Madre, and I'm now 62 years old. And this is the house I was born and raised in, and I've never moved out of Pasadena, Sierra Madre, Hastings Ranch.
Well, let me tell you,
Zuziwi, did President Truman know the news? Who's President Truman?
Does help for people who aren't.
President Trump, yes, he knows the news. President Trump he addressed the news. I'm glad that all of this stuff is happening during Sleepy Joe's presidency. We're seeing how Sleepy Joe is responding to these events that's going on. So this is how this is the condition that the country is being handed to Donald Trump in. We are in bad condition as a whole country. Okay? So when President Trump gets in office and he starts, you know what I'm saying, doing what he got to do, the country is already in shambles. Okay, so don't blame the president or some shit like that, because this shit was handed to him in on fire. Okay, he's really gonna be going through his inauguration, and the country is gonna be on fire at the same time. Imagine that. That's the condition that we've gotten to, and a lot of this is because of global warming, also, along with a lot of other shit. I know it's a lot of other shit that's going on also, but to even have this type of environment for this state is global warming, guys. Pay attention. Take care of your environment.
All right. You're gonna be okay. Sure. What happened to the cars? What happened? Don't worry about that, dude.
Look at that shit. Look how raging that goddamn fire is. Look how nice their goddamn house is. Look at that shit. This is the reality that these people are doing. This is the reality of what's happening, y'all. Look at the intensity of that fire. Everything is all nice in their home. That's actually a beautiful view of hell. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful goddamn view of hell, I must say. This shit is crazy. Yeah, Truman. That's what I'm saying. Truman, President Truman. What the hell? That sounds like some old time shit. I know I wasn't tripping. So that's why I said, what you mean, Trump? I had to set him straight.
Scary fuck. The plastic is gone, is it? Yeah. You got the one already? The gas is off right now. ¿A qué salió de aquí? Lo vi en la ventana, güey. ¿Ah?
Look how beautiful this home is. That is a fucking incredible. What a nice layout this home is. Unfortunately, it's probably not there no more. In reality. Direct energy weapons. Wow. That's what I got to do some more. I got to do some more research on that, Riley. I heard about direct energy weapons, blue homes and things like that. I don't think what we're seeing right here is actually a blue home. As you can see, this is what California residents are dealing with right now at this moment, man. Imagine chilling in your living room, looking out the patio doors and seeing the pits of hell. It's actually a beautiful sight, but it's a very scary sight at the same thing. You know what I'm saying? At the same time.
All right. You're gonna be okay. Sure. What happened to the cars? What happened? Don't worry about that, dude.
If you're just now tuning into the stream, man, welcome to my channel. I am Surviving Filmo Africa. What we're covering today is the wildfires in California. They're actually worse than you guys think. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. I appreciate all my new subscribers. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe so that I can keep bringing this kind of content. Let's get back into it.
Scary fuck. The plastic is gone, isn't it? Yeah. You got the one already?
Look at all those embers. Those are embers. What you see that look like some water just splashed out there? No, that was all embers. That was fire embers being blown onto their house. And that's what's actually catching fire. That's what's catching all this shit on fire. The wind is blowing these embers from home to home to home, and they're catching fire. These embers are hot, and the wind is carrying them. The wind is the vehicle. That's the reality.
I shouldn't be crying because my entire block is burnt down. But God saved my house. Why are all of my neighbors, why are they? And then in the middle of 2 burnt down blocks, there's one house standing, and that's mine.
Wow, y'all hear that? In the middle of 2 blocks, 2 burned down blocks, is one house standing, and it's his. Hell nah. So we need to question him about what type of house did you have? What color was your house? Is there a possibility that your house was blue? You know what I'm saying? Was your house blue? Sir, can we take a look into your house and see what the difference is in your house than the other houses that were standing? Because we've lost 30 houses on this whole block, and for some reason, your house was the only one standing. Those windows are probably going to rupture. Yeah. But ain't that kind of fishy to y'all? Imagine that. Imagine 2 blocks burning down and your house the only one that's standing. Is that God? Or is that, you know what I'm saying, some technology that you know that you're not sharing with the rest of the block? I don't know. Pete, look at this.
I shouldn't be crying because my entire block is burnt.
Look, he said he shouldn't be crying. He said he shouldn't be crying.
Down. But God saved my house. Why are all of my neighbors, why are they? And then in the middle of 2 burnt down blocks, there's one house standing, and that's mine.
Wow. Ain't that some shit? That's a blessing right there. I want to hear more from him. We need a tour of this home. We have a lot of questions. I know my subscribers, my new people that's tuning in, we have a lot of questions for you, sir. So take a good look at this man's face, and we will be coming back to you for questioning, sir, because that is very ironic that your house is the only one that survived in the middle of Armageddon. Okay?
Look at this firefighter. He has not given up.
He's not going to give up.
Just feet away from these flames. And he is going to make sure he...
Sorry, Alex. So we saw, he's there. We saw another firefighter come up trying to help give him a little bit more slack on his...
Look at that raging fire right there. That's why they call firefighters, nigga. That's why they call firefighters right there, because they're really out there fighting the fire. You feel me? Look at him. He face to face with it. He armed with his motherfucking weapon full of water. He armed with his water. He's fighting the fire.
Hose, but it's just one guy. One guy.
One man, one-on-one. Look, this one-on-one with the flame.
It is, Lynette, and there's other resources out here, but everybody's taking a house. There's like 2 or 3 guys.
Hey, nigga, square up. Nigga, we can get this one. We can get this fade. He called the flame out to the middle of the street. Like, nigga, let's get it.
That are spread out because they're trying to stay ahead of the flames. Now, here comes another firefighter to try to help him out. And here comes Cal Fire coming into the scene as well.
They got to jump that motherfucking fire. That fire too powerful. They had to call and jump this motherfucker. Hell.
This is a big mutual aid. Riverside County Fire Department just pulled in here. So there was a call on the radio just a short time ago before you guys came to me that basically said, we need extra help out here. And these guys started mobilizing and moving into the neighborhood. But look, look, you can see this. This is what these firefighters do. Just a moment ago, this thing was flaming, and this guy was not going to give up. I don't know his name, but this firefighter stood his ground, and he was just shielding himself with that palm tree. And look at this. He was able, as of now, to save.
I heard them drones. Them drones are getting more and more technical, more and more dangerous. This technology shit is getting more and more dangerous. Look what he said. Image search, low power laser demonstrator, a drone with the laser. Now, what does this laser do? Probably start fires, huh, Cold Boy? I bet it do. Probably start fires. That's why we got to get out here one-on-one with the flame and really knock shit out.
This home right here. Look at this firefighter. He has not given up.
He's not going to give up.
Just feet away from these flames. And he is going to make sure he...
Sorry, Alex. So we saw, he's there. We saw another firefighter come up trying to help give him a little bit more slack on his hose. But it's just one guy. One guy.
It is, Lynette, and there's other resources out here, but everybody's taking a house. There's like 2 or 3 guys that are spread out because they were trying to stay ahead of the flames. Now, here comes another firefighter to try to help him out, and here comes CAL FIRE coming into the scene as well. This is a big mutual aid. Riverside County Fire Department just pulled in here. So
make sure you guys remember to stay tuned, hit that like button, hit that notification bell for me so you do not miss an episode. I'm your host, Surviving Filmo Africa. I'd like to thank my new subscribers for coming in, man. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. Yes, let's get back into it. Grab a snack. I'm going to be here for a couple hours just chilling out, man. Once again, the topic tonight is the wildfires are worse than you think. We'll be going over a lot of footage about the wildfires and really breaking it down and trying to get to the bottom of what's actually happening and what that actually means for America going forward. Let's get into it.
So I am evacuating my home, and it's so hard to leave the podcast studio behind. I know that's like sounds insane, but I have everything, you know, like my son's birth certificate, and but just to leave all this, like, you know, podcast studio is such a big deal to me because like it connected me to so many of you guys, and just to give you an idea, like this is the podcast studio, and then I don't know if you can see. So it's pretty close, you know. I don't know what I'm gonna lose, but it's like weirdly, like you really find out what matters to you when you have to evacuate. I'm not taking the cameras, and I'm just like taking little trinkets and like stuff that you guys gave me at shows, and
Ain't that some shit? Imagine that, guys. You can't even take all your shit. Even if you wanted to, you don't even have enough time to take all your shit. That's the reality with fire. Fire doesn't wait for anybody. Fire burns shit up and keeps moving with the wind. You know what I'm saying? So what this lady is going through right now, she sees the fire. She knows the fire is coming. She's trying to think of what things she's taking. She's saying she's going to leave her cameras and things like that behind. She's going to take the trinkets and things that she's gotten from her followers and things like that, because these are the things that means the most to her. And that's the reality of what's happening, guys. If we were in these situations, we would be grabbing the things that mean the most to us, not random vanity things that we buy on a daily. We will be grabbing the little trinkets, the things that mean the most to us, the relics. You know what I'm saying? The things that we don't want to lose. Those are the things that will be coming with us. Let's get back into it.
So I am evacuating my home, and it's so hard to leave the podcast studio behind. I know that's like so.
Yeah, you got to be strong to be a firefighter, especially with that much pressure coming through that hose. Like Steven said, those hoses are already heavy material. You know what I'm saying? So imagine 1,000 gallons of water being pumped through this hose at a rapid speed. You got to be strong to hold that. You got to be able to aim it and really fight this fire, because that's what you're doing. You're a firefighter. You know what I'm saying? So you're really doing the job that you signed up for, man. But that's why these people get paid the way they get paid, you know? And that's why we got to keep these people funded for things like this, man, because when it's natural disasters and shit like this is when we need firefighters. This is when we need the police. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games when we get caught doing some bullshit and the police step in. Okay, that's one thing. But when it's a natural disaster, we calling the police to step in. You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword, man. We got to really look at the big picture and see what's better for America going forward, because we do not want to suffer any more natural disasters of this magnitude. Let's get back into it. Now that red stuff that you see being sprayed down from the plane, that's actually called fire retardant. And what it does is actually it's a fire preventative. And it's basically used to prevent the fire from coming where it is. And it could actually put out the fire also. Let's check it out again. You see, it literally covered every goddamn thing. It reminded me of that Nickelodeon green slime back in the day. You feel me?
The house is totally engulfed in flame. Have a secondary home behind it. It's gone. The car, it's gone. The trailer, it's gone. Everything is gone. And I didn't take it serious, so I didn't grab anything because I'm like, okay, we're gonna be all right. She was saying, hey, get up, get up, get up. And I just laid there because I'm used to going through tragedy living in California 30 years, right? But
see that? See what I'm saying? He used to going through tragedy living in California 30 years, but not in this magnitude. It's a different world. It's not the same world it was 30 years ago. This world is completely different. These things can happen anywhere, not just here. He said he got too comfortable. He was nonchalant. He brushed it off. He ran out the house, didn't take nothing. He thought he was going to come back and it was going to be peachy cream. Came back, nothing was there. Shit got real.
I just took it for granted. And then at 3:35, she said, we got to go. We get out at 3:35 this morning. We're driving down the street. We pass a fire about half a block away from our home. We come back about 8 o'clock and we see that everything has burned up. The house is totally engulfed.
Unfortunately, I haven't watched the Joe Rogan prediction yet. I will get around to that, Ezra. Thanks for bringing that up.
Have a secondary home behind it. It's gone. The car, it's gone. The trailer, it's gone.
Look, everything gone. House gone. Trailer gone. Car gone. Pets gone. Clothes gone. Jewelry, if it's fake, it's gone. You feel me? Everything is getting burned down. Everything is getting burned to a crisp. Ain't no rare, medium cooked. Ain't none of that shit. It's all heavy burnt. It's all burnt cooked. Ain't no medium rare. Ain't no rare. None of that shit. You feel me? This is all burnt to a crisp toast.
Sister called and she's like, are you okay? And at that moment, a helicopter flew over my house and just dropped water. And I was like, oh, it's raining. She's like, oh, no, it's not raining. Your neighborhood is on fire. You need to get out. And as soon as I opened my door, it was like right there. And then the first thing I did was looked at the trees to see where the wind was blowing, because it hit me, it blew me back. At the bottom of the canyon, there was cars piled on top of each other. There was boulders and debris that fell off of the canyon that was on fire, that was
in the middle of the road where people have to abandon their cars. So I said, I'm just going to jump in the pool. I can barely swim, but I'm just going to, that's our only way out because the canyon is literally on fire on both sides. I thought it was just a canyon across my house, but no, it's literally on both sides. There was no other way for me to get out, and if it had not been for the grace of God, of my neighbor's son coming to get their mother, and me going to the corner to just try to flag someone down, my sister called, and she's like, are you okay? And at that moment...
Hear that? She had to jump in the pool to get safety. Man, hit that like button when y'all come through here. We got about 240 people on the eyes. Man, if you care about the California wildfires and what's really happening in America, please hit the like button for me. This is how us small creators continue to grow. This is how us small creators get the motivation to bring you guys this type of content, okay? Mind you, the algorithm has been bad for me, so it's a blessing that the algorithm is in my favor right now. So I appreciate everybody that's coming through. I appreciate everybody that's hitting that like button. Once again, I'm your host, Surviving Filmo Africa. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. We're trying to turn up all big creators. So if you have a channel, please put it down in the comment section. Everybody, please follow these small creators. Please keep this momentum going.
A helicopter flew over my house and just dropped water, and I was like, oh, it's raining. She's like, oh, no, it's not raining. Your neighborhood is on fire. You need to get out. And as soon as I opened my door, it was like right there. And then the first thing I did was looked at the trees to see where the wind was blowing, because it hit me, it blew me back. At the bottom of the canyon, there was cars piled on top of each other.
I don't even know what to say. This is my house. This was my house. It went straight up into the air.
I tell you what, these insurance companies is about to have a goddamn field day with all these insurance claims. And what I heard, y'all, they already got a waiting line with the claims that's already been put in. Now imagine being on a waiting list to have your shit even assessed, to have the value of your property even assessed. You're on a waiting list. All of these different people that need their properties assessed and need things replaced. And not only that, you're going to have to survive until your home is rebuilt. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to survive and all of your belongings are gone. A lot of these people will be relocating out of California after this event. Mark my words, it's about to be a mass immigration from California. It's going to be a bunch of California people in all of our states. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, we just moved here. We're not fucking with California. The shit is on fire and it's real.
It was a vertical, it looks like it was in San Francisco. It was a vertical house, and this right here was the garage. Right above that, living room and kitchen. Above that were the bedrooms. My bedroom was right over there. God, I went to high school here. I went to college from this house. Actually, my first house party. The cops showed up. I lost my grandmother when I was living here to lung cancer. My parents lost their entire business. My dad almost died. My dog was eaten by a coyote. I'm thinking of all the bad memories, but there were a lot of good memories as well. We had a great big baby grand piano. It was my mom's pride and joy in the living room, and she would play Chopin, and I would play chopsticks. I was a teenager here. I feel
feel very emotional watching these people. It's just emotional to see the desperation of the people that live in this neighborhood. I mean, you can see this woman with a bucket of water just trying to make sure that her home doesn't catch on flames. Their roof is starting to catch on fire. Someone in that household was on the roof, and we were yelling, sir, please get off the roof, please get off the roof. They're trying to do everything they can.
Look at what he's doing. He's grabbing buckets. He's filling up the pot from the stove, running outside with a pot of water and trying to put it on a little bitty flame to put it out. Do you really fucking think that you're going to come out here with a pot of water and try to put out this fucking raging fire?
To protect their home, because as you can see, right next door, this home is just completely engulfed in flames, and it is just really bizarre and heartbreaking to see some homes completely.
And look how big the damn fire is. This is a joke.
I feel very emotional watching these people.
Look at what they're doing.
It's just emotional to see the desperation of the people that live in this neighborhood. I mean, you can see.
My boy done filled up a pot. My boy that went in the house and got a pot off the stove and said, shit, I'm about to put these fires out. You feel me? No protective fire gear, none of that. He said, hell no, I'm about to take it into my own hands. Mama, get the pot. Fill it up with water. We got fires to put out.
See this woman with a bucket of water just trying to make sure that her home doesn't catch on flames. Their roof
Look, then jogging is starting location. This ain't funny, but this is funny, bro. Look how big this damn fire is they trying to put out.
Catch on fire. Someone in that household was on the roof, and we were
kidding. Are you fucking kidding me? And you about to throw the pot on her? Watch her. She gonna throw the pot on there, then get right back into position and run back to the location to fill up the pot. Look at
we were yelling, sir, please get off the roof, please get off the roof. They're trying to do everything they can to protect their home, because as you can see, right next door, this home is just.
He holding up. Look at what he holding. Look at what he holding. That little bitty ass water hose, and look at the fire. We don't even see the flames, but you can just tell by the fucking glow that fire is loving the water. It's actually empowering it to keep burning even more.
Completely engulfed in flames, and it is just really bizarre and heartbreaking to see some homes completely standing and fine, and then homes just across.
What they're trying to do though is prevent it from coming to this house right there. You see that house next to it hasn't really been burned down yet. They're trying to prevent it from getting to that house.
The street or a couple houses down, just completely on fire. To see these homes, it's absolutely heartbreaking. We're on Meadowbrook right now in Altadena, and if we come out onto the street, you can see people trying to protect some of their most expensive prized possessions. We have a beautiful Corvette here that's been parked on the sidewalk. You can see the house though, where it's parked outside of, also on fire. You can see a man also at the house next door. He's trying to pour on fire. Absolutely heartbreaking. That household was on the roof, and we were yelling, sir, please get off the roof, please get off the roof. They're trying to do everything they can to protect their home, because as you can see, right next door, this.
When 91-year-old Dale Short returned to his Pasadena home of 60 years, he found only rubble. It was a house we watched burn just hours earlier as the hurricane-force wind gusts made the fire unfightable. When you came back up here this morning, what went through your mind?
Well, I have to be honest with you, it really hasn't hit me all yet. I mean, I've got 60 years of memories in that house and 3 children. Yeah. Now it's hitting me.
When 91-year-old Dale Short returned.
See that shit? 91 years old. Shit, first of all, it's a blessing to be 91 and walking at that. So hats off to that. Hell yeah, we all wishing to see 91. But this is very unfortunate when it comes to memories. That's what it comes down to. okay, we lost the house, we lost this and that, we lost the vanity shit, but it's actually the memories, the journey of life, the relics and shit that we pick up on this journey of life. Even those things are burnt up in the fire. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that is really going to trigger an emotional response from these residents, not just the vanity things that we see that are immediately being lost.
Sadly, many insurance companies have canceled insurance for a lot of the families who have been affected and will be affected, which is only going to delay or place an added burden on their ability to recover. And I think that is an important point that must be raised, and hopefully there can be some way to address that issue, because these families, so many of them, otherwise will not have the resources to recover in any meaningful way. And many of them have lost everything.
Y'all hear that? That's also what's happening. They've canceled the fire coverage for Californians. Some of these people don't have insurance on their homes, so they don't have the means to rebuild. They will have to relocate. What we need to know, Miss Harris, is what did Biden know about this, and what did the insurance companies know that we didn't know that provoked them to cancel this insurance before this natural disaster happened? Okay? So we definitely need answers. Yes, it sounds like this shit was all planned. It sounds like they had some shit up their sleeve, if you ask me, especially when you factor in the insurance companies. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, trees, some of the trees are still standing, but some of the trees you can see are burning, like incinerating from the inside. Some of these trees are making more embers to blow. You know what I'm saying? The trees are enabling the fire. They're helping the fire. What do you do when you start a fire out in the outside? You put wood on it. You get some chopped wood and you throw it on there. So imagine a bunch of chopped wood in a forest being on fire. That's a very powerful fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then the insurance company's gonna reimburse the rich, not the poor. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, the rich gonna come back richer. They got their shit evaluated for higher prices. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about insurance too. Insurance gonna give you, it depends on what you got your shit valued at. You know what I'm saying? What type of insurance you got. That's why it's always good to have insurance on your home, even when you're renting. Have renter's insurance. Anything can happen. This kind of thing will protect you. But like we were saying, what these Californians are going through, they had insurance, but their insurance was canceled. Ironically, a few weeks before this, or probably a month or so before this even happened. So I'm thinking that the insurance companies got the drop that this fire was about to start somehow and didn't want to pay out so many people.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Everything is gone!
In the neighborhood where Galina Skaya had built her dream home and started a family, you can hear the anguish as she returned to find almost every house destroyed, including her own.
I'm still processing the gravity of the entire situation, just walking down the streets and seeing cars inflamed, full houses leveled.
Her 9-year-old daughter, Minnie, left home for school Tuesday morning and now won't ever get the chance to go back.
What do you think you're going to miss about that house?
I'm going to miss my room, my stuffies. I'm going to miss my neighborhood, walking, going to the bluffs.
Not far away, on a high point overlooking the flames, we found Kevin Hazarande.
I was born here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime, not just fire, but weather event.
His home, as he was able to spot it from the hillside, is still there, at least for the moment. But other evacuees came to this very same hill feeling less optimistic. Matt Baker pulled up in the very same car he evacuated in, 90% sure his house is gone.
And I was going to remodel the house in Malibu, started, and I had
got all my belongings and property there.
After generations here, he's not sure what's next.
Well, you got stuff in the car here. What's your plan now? I don't know.
As we spoke to Matt, Austin Malosh saw our cameras and came by desperate for news about his house in an area known as the Alphabet Streets. It doesn't look good, I told him, sharing a note I'd received from another resident.
I seen a lot of red smoke before I left, so I figured a lot of stuff was going to go down, but it's just more like I want to know, you know?
It looks like a war zone. It looks like something out of a movie.
Don't it, though? All that shit look like a war zone. It looked like we seeing Ukraine. Like y'all said, that shit look like Ukraine over there now. You know what I'm saying? We need some assistance. It's a state of emergency over here. You feel me? Shit is crazy. Shit is on fire. We got a new president about to take office in a couple days. He gonna be handed the country while it's on fire still. He gonna have to get right to work because we need immediate assistance. And these winds are not letting up, guys. Like I mentioned earlier in my stream, these winds plan to keep going. In the next couple of days, they're sending out winter wind advisories in these places still. The wind gusts will get up to temperatures around 40 to 50 miles an hour. And what we're coming to realize is that the wind gusts are actually the vehicle to this fire. The wind gusts are pushing these embers house to house, structure to structure, and it's catching fire. Mind you, the death toll is climbing, guys. And imagine the people that we do know is dead. Imagine all the people that we don't know is dead. It's a lot of people that we don't know is dead. A lot of people are burnt to bone crisp. And you know what they do? When this fire is done, they can't really bring the dogs in while the fire is still started. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be until all the fires are put out that they can start bringing the cadaver dogs in to really get the death toll. This is the importance of training these different dogs and shit to be able to do different jobs. You know what I'm saying? They bring in cadaver dogs that are trained to smell bones and, you know what I'm saying, fragments and shit like that of dead bodies and shit. So that's gonna be where the real count come from. What you're seeing now, the death toll, these are the people that they can make out that's already dead. Who knows the real death toll?
I can't believe it's happening to you.
For him and his friends, it feels now like their whole childhoods are gone.
We were just going on Instagram and Twitter and we just see our high school in flames. Our football field's in flames. Like, it's unbelievable.
Also
these are the airplanes picking up the water. I've never seen in my life. Those are the planes picking up the water.
It's incredible, y'all. Do y'all understand this shit that's happening? The planes are fucking hovering over the water, collecting the water, and going over the fire, over the fired acreage, and they're putting the water there, trying to put it out.
Just take off. That's amazing.
Damn, you see how the water is carrying water over. You see how the water splashed on them?
One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire.
Uh-oh, Ezra. We ran into it by the grace of God. They wanted to put it in front of our eyes. They wanted to put this in front of our eyes. Let's break it down. What did Joe Rogan predict? This is the moment that you guys been waiting for. Hit that like button for me. We got 300 on the eyes. Once again, guys, I'm your host, Surviving Filmo Africa, Zach Talks TV. Make sure you guys remember to hit that like button for me. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. I'm going to start bringing you guys these real topics. We're going to talk about it. Make sure you guys also go check out my video vlogs that's on my wall. I'm actually staying true to every aspect of YouTube. We're doing long form, we're doing live, and we're doing shorts. We're trying to bring it to the top for 2025. As you can see, 2025 is coming in with a bang. We barely opened the door. We barely turned the knob on the door and the Cybertruck blew up. And now look what we got going on. Historic fires, historic fires covering the nation, rapidly spreading, historic wind gusts. Let's see what Joe Rogan had to say. Let's see what Joe Rogan predicted. Let's go.
Fire is going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a thing we can do about it. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. One day.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? If the wind blows the right way, it's going to burn right through LA. And there's nothing we can do about it. And that's exactly what's happening, guys. The wind gusts are unprecedented. The wind is blowing the right way to take LA away. It's true. It's here. Joe Rogan, what you predicted is actually coming true right before our eyes. You were right. Yes, the wind gusts are here. The wind gust is picking up. God is taking away California right before our eyes. Let's replay this, see what I had to say.
One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire is going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a thing we can do about it. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire is going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a...
That's exactly what's going on right now. You hear me? Make sure you guys stay safe out there, man. If you're in California right now, please pay attention to the news. Please listen to the evacuation instructions. If you're instructed to evacuate, please evacuate. Don't try to save. Don't try to put out fires by yourself. These fires are very dangerous. They will kill you. You will burn up in eternal fire. Please save yourself. Okay? Please save yourself. Listen to the evacuation instructions. If the news say evacuate, grab all of your things that you can take and evacuate. Move to a safe location, because these fires are not to be played with, and we don't want to lose any Americans. Every American is special. Every American is valuable. We cannot afford to lose Americans, okay? Every American counts. I want to see you guys safe, and I want to see you guys make it out, okay? These wildfires are worse than you think. This has been the second installment of this live. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through and checking me out. Once again, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. I'll be bringing you guys big topics. We'll be rocking big shows for 2025, okay? That's my time for tonight. I appreciate everybody from coming out. I'm your host, once again, Surviving Film Mode Africa. Until next time, thank you guys.